wonderful waste. How can we utilize the waste? You know that every day we create a lot of waste and we just throw it out. So if we think to utilize this waste, we can make so many beautiful things using these wastes. So similarly, here is a story of a king's cook, who uses the vegetable scraps we every day cut and throw. These vegetable scraps are used by this cook, and who prepares a very delicious dish out of these vegetable scraps. So let's see the story. Once the Maharaja of Travancore ordered a grand dinner in his palace. In the afternoon before the dinner, the Maharaja entered the kitchen to survey the dishes that had been prepared for the feast. So here, the one king of Travancore state, who has planned to give a grand dinner to so many people in his palace. So before the dinner is being prepared, so in the afternoon time, he goes to check what is going on in the kitchen for preparing the feast. He says to his cook, "What are you going to do with those vegetable scraps?" he asked to the cook. So pointing to the basket of the scraps near the cook replied, "They are waste. We will throw them away." So the cook is going to throw these vegetable scraps away, means he is going to waste. This is actually the waste and he is throwing it away. So then king tells him, "You cannot waste all these bits of and pieces of vegetables. Find a way to use them." The Maharaja commanded sternly and walked away. So here the king tells to the cook that don't throw these vegetable scraps. So try to make something useful from these vegetable scraps. So then the cook was in a fix and kept staring at the vegetable scraps for some time. So now cook has a big question, how can he use these scraps? So here the word in a fix means in such a situation that we cannot escape from. That is called as a in a fix. So suddenly one idea flashed across his mind. So he thinks of preparing some new dish using these vegetable scraps. He took all the vegetable bits, washed them and cleaned them well. Then he cut them into long strips. He put them in a huge pot and placed it on the fire to cook. So he is trying to prepare a new dish using these vegetable scraps, and he puts it on a hot flame for cooking. Next he ground some fresh coconut, green chilies and garlic together. He grinds these coconut, chilies and garlic. He added this paste and some salt to the cooking vegetable. So he is going to add some flavor to this cooking new dish. A tempting smell started coming from the pot. So it's a very nice smell that something very special is being cooked there. That smell comes. Now he whipped some curd and added it to the curry. So he adds curd to the curry to give some extra flavor. He also poured a few spoonfuls of coconut oil and decorated the dish with curry leaves. Curry leaves, you know that we add to enhance the flavor, to enhance the taste of the curries that we eat. Lo and behold. So lo and behold means look, what a surprise, what the new dish was ready now. So the cook served the new dish to the guests that evening for the dinner. The guests which were coming for the evening dinner, which is offered by the king, so they also taste this new dish which was prepared by the king's cook. Everyone was eager to know the name of the new dish. So all the guests are very interested to know who prepared this, what is the name of that dish. The cook thought and thought. So the cook is thinking to give a name to that particular dish. Then a name came in his mind. He named it Avial. Avial means it is a new name which is given to that dish prepared by the cook. So what is the meaning of avel? Avel is the name of the new dish which is prepared by using vegetable scraps. So avel become famous all over the Kerala and is now one of the dishes in a traditional Kerala feast. And imagine, it all came from a basket of waste. So if you think of the things that we are throwing outside, if you think about making something new, something useful from that scraps, so you can do that also, right? So there are some new words which we'll see now. Inner fix. Inner fix means what? A situation hard to escape from. And the next word, a flash across the mind. Flash across the mind means suddenly something comes to our mind, one idea comes to our mind, that is flash across the mind. Within few seconds that thought comes to our mind, that is flash across the mind. Lo and behold, lo and behold means what? Something very strange, something very surprising thing is going on in front of you. That is called as look, or what a surprise is there, right? So traditional feast. So traditional feast is a hearty meal for many guests served on a special occasion. So it is offered by, like, say for example, there is a festival which we celebrate, and on that particular festival we invite the guests to come and have some meal at our home. That is called as a traditional feast.